Are you over 50 and a victim of cute but uncomfortable shoes? Honestly, that used to be me. I spent most of my career in the fashion shoe business, and I chose style over comfort every single day. And I'm not just talking about heels. Even my sneakers and flats weren't that comfortable. But around 50, I realized something had to change. There comes a point when style is nice, but comfort finally starts to win the battle a little. So today I'm sharing 5 insider shoe tips that can make a huge difference in your life. And don't worry, I'm not going to tell you that you need to wear sneakers every day. These simple shifts will help you find shoes that look great and save your feet from torture, even if you like to wear heels. Now, I am Mary Shoe of the Trusty Shoe Guides, and you could call me, a self-admitted shoe geek. I've got 40 years of experience in the footwear business. Now, I've never thought I'd end up in front of a camera with a YouTube channel, never in a million years, especially at my age. My personality was more of a behind the camera person, not a in front of the camera person. But never say never in life. But I have a lot of shoe wisdom to share, and that is why I'm here every week with real advice and honest reviews and support for your journey to comfortable, joyful movement at every age. Now, if you'd like even more shoe wisdom, I recently launched a newsletter for active women. You'll find the link in the description below. It's packed with comfort tips, style advice, and healthy aging insights to keep you moving with confidence. And I hope to see you there. Okay, let's get started on my 5 comfortable shoe tips for women over 50. Number 1, a block heel. Now, you might be surprised that I'm even talking about comfortable heels. But there is a choice you can make to make them more tolerable. If heels are your thing, whether it's because you love the way they make your legs look, or they're just part of an office dress code, or maybe you're like me and you save them for special occasions, this tip is for you. So the most comfortable and stable choice is a block heel. This is one of mine that I do wear occasionally. Block heels are very good because they spread your weight more evenly across the heel, instead of putting all the pressure on one tiny point like a stiletto does. That means less wobbling, less strain on your ankles, and more hours on your feet with less pain. But you need to pair that block heel, like this one, with the next tip. But first, I'd love to hear your experience with comfortable heels. If you found a pair that really works for you, go ahead and share it in the comments below. I would really appreciate knowing if you found a winner, and I think all the other women in this community would too. So drop it in the comments below. Number 2, skip narrow pointy toes. Like over time, squeezing your toes into pointy shapes can actually change your feet shape, causing bunions and hammer toes. Now, take a look at what happens over time. And it's not too late to stop this madness. And guess what? It doesn't just stop at your toes when you wear shoes like this. When your forefoot is squished, it shifts your body's weight and increases pain in your knees, hips, and even your back. Now, I have a pair of pointy toe flats that I absolutely love. I wear them for like cocktail parties around the holidays, or maybe a nice dinner out, little black dress or wide leg pants. But these lovelies are not comfortable. They're hard as a rock inside, and there's absolutely no cushioning and no arch support. But I only wear them a few times a year, and they're not causing any deformity. But day to day, you don't want to wear shoes like this. Your toes need room to spread naturally, and that's the foundation for a comfortable, stable stride. So choose a round toe box like this one. Now, this is a Voinic ballet flat. I really like this brand for comfortable shoes that are a little bit more on the dressy side. This video is not a sponsored Voinic video. I just like their shoes. Now, I bought these on my own, nothing for free here. Voinic shoes have ample toe boxes in all their designs. I'll link to my favorites in the comments below. Now, I'll receive a small commission, and that helps support my channel. So thank you for that. I really appreciate it. Number 3, get your feet professionally measured. Did you know that 70% of people are actually wearing the wrong shoe size? That's crazy, but it is true. But here's the kicker. Most people don't even know it. Drop in the comments below the last time you had your feet professionally measured. I would love to know that. Now, here's an example of what happens, a common mistake that women make. Maybe their foot is wide and they don't really know it, so they've been used to just sizing up over the years. Sure, it gives them more room in the toe box, but it also throws off the entire fit of the shoe. There's too much room in the toe box, and there's the arch, if the shoe has any, is in the wrong position. And as we age, our feet can change and our arches fall and our feet can actually get wider sometimes. So here's the fix. Get your feet professionally measured. Go to a running shoe store or a good department store with a full service shoe department. They'll have a Voinic device. Actually, this is one. It looks like this. And this measures your width and your length, and it also measures your instep height. And knowing your true size can completely change how your shoes feel. Okay, number 4, leather over synthetic uppers. Now, when I was a teenager, my mother would not let me buy synthetic shoes. There was like a Baker's shoe store in our town, and I begged her to take me there because they had the cutest shoes. If you guys remember Baker's, definitely drop it in the comments below. But she refused to buy shoes there. She said she's not going to buy me cheap shoes. They weren't good for my feet. And so we went to the nice department store and we bought one good pair that would last longer. That's what she would always say. And honestly, my mom was right. Thank you, Mom. But man-made materials are basically plastic and they're used for uppers and linings in shoes. They don't breathe, your feet get sweaty, and sweat gets trapped in and causes funky smells. I can guarantee you that the stinky shoes in your closet will be the cheap synthetic ones. They will not be the leather ones. Now, over time, synthetic shoes can also get stiff, brittle, and far less comfortable. If you have a pair of synthetic shoes in the back of your closet you haven't worn in a while and you pull them out, you'll notice that they don't age well. Instead, choose full grain leather. Leather is soft, pliable, and molds to your foot over time and will be much more comfortable. It's an ideal material for shoes. Additionally, leather is naturally porous, allowing air to flow through and circulate around your feet. This breathability prevents excess perspiration and keeps your shoes fresher and makes them way more comfortable for all day wear. Okay, number 5, arch support. I love arch support. I'm a big fan. Your arches are like lumbar support in a good ergonomic chair. And when that support is in place, everything lines up. You sit up straight, your back feels better, and you stay comfortable longer. Now, I'm old enough to know when ergonomic office chairs did not exist. My first job out of college, I worked at a Spree, and we sat on these wooden chairs with cane backs. We were all begging for those more padded secretary chairs, but the owner, who had very good taste, didn't like the way they looked. Now, that would never happen today, thank goodness. But when the support is missing in a chair, you slump, strain, and feel it all over. Well, it's exactly the same thing in a shoe. Strong arch support is the same way. It keeps your body aligned. It takes pressure off your knees and hips and makes every step feel more smoother. So there you have it. These are my 5 tips for how to look good and still be comfortable in your shoes, especially if you're over 50. Number 1, block heels are your friend. Your heels will be much more comfortable. Number 2, limit narrow toe boxes and choose round ones instead. 3, measure your feet and order your true size. 4, choose leather over synthetic shoes. And 5, consider arch support. Thank you, friends. Until next week, take care.